In our last video, we discussed about the Certificate of Occupancy, which is also known as the C of O, how it is the strongest land document in Nigeria. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. As it is part 1 of this series we're going to be telling you today, and it will help to explain everything we're going to talk about today to be much clearer for your understanding. Now in part 2, we're talking about the document that transfers land from one person to another, and this is called the deed of assignment. A lot of people receive this right after buying land and they think they are fully protected. Sometimes they are and sometimes they are not. But I'm going to explain the difference right now. The difference comes down to one thing, and I'll explain it right now to you. The deed of assignment is the legal contract that transfers ownership from the seller to you. And it contains both parties' names, the description of the land, the agreed price, and the terms of transfer. Think of it as the official handover document. Now, here is what so many buyers do not understand. A deed of assignment is as strong, it is only as strong as what the seller has to give you. If the seller has a C of O and they hand a deed of assignment over to you, you can now go and get a new C of O in your name, which makes it a clean and secure transaction. But if the seller only had an informal agreement or a family receipt and hands you a deed of assignment, the entire document doesn't have a strong title. It has a weak title. Even though it might look official, truth is, it is not. Now let's pause for a moment and talk about the family receipt. What exactly is a family receipt? Now, the family receipt is a piece of paper containing the signature or the signatory of one or two or more family members saying that they sold a particular piece of property to you. This doesn't contain any form of survey, it doesn't contain any government backup, and it contains no legal backup whatsoever. A lot of people in Nigeria have bought land with just the family receipt, and there is no backup whatsoever. And after a while, everything might just seem fine for that moment. And after a while, a new family member comes up and says he or she is not aware about the sale. Or government might just come up and want to acquire the land, and there's no form of government registration, no backup whatsoever. So how would you get compensated? There would be no form of compensation for such a land transaction. A family receipt is not a titled document. It is just an evidence that a transaction occurred. And with that, it does not protect you in any way like a registered document does. And a deed of assignment built on top of a family receipt will inherit all of those weaknesses. So before buying a property, always ask the seller, what was the original title of this land you want to sell to me? What's the original title document of it? This question will save you a whole lot of stress and will help you make a good decision in acquiring land. So in part 3, we're going to be covering the gazette, which confuses almost every buyer. And we're going to be ranking these 3 documents so you know what combination will give you the highest and the best protection while acquiring a property here in Nigeria. See you there.